Hey everyone, this is Cool Kid here, and I don't know if you know this, but we're doing another One Piece video. Specifically a One Piece chapter review, chapter 989 review. And I did like this chapter, probably a lot because of what happens at the end, but still, I definitely do like this chapter, at least throughout, and I guess there's one moment that people might be a little about, but still, I think this is a pretty good chapter, and what, we're at, like, yeah, only 11 chapters away from chapter 1000. I don't think we're going to get to chapter 1000 this year, unless if we have, like, no breaks, but, One Piece is probably going to get a break, but, yeah, I guess chapter 1000 probably going to come out in 2021, so wait for that. So, yeah, let's start off with the cover page, which, we have to do. It's One Piece, and it's what you guess, Beijing's All My Family, Volume 33, and I think we can all agree that everyone that we just want this cover page to end. Okay, let's move on to something better, but still, I'll just still look through this because whatever. Pound is basically showing proof, like, look at this photo. This proves that I'm your father. I don't know if Chiffon Lola is going to buy it, but I do have to commend Pound, literally going through basically naval fire for, to reunite with his daughters. I really do have to commend Pound for that. But, I think I'm done with this because I think we can all agree. Move on to something else for the cover pages. But, so the actual chapter starts off with, if you remember the last chapter, Frankie hit Big Mom with his super motorcycle, and Big Mom's down, and I guess a bunch of Brand Beast Fire members are like, man, it's all over for you now with Big Mom, mad stuff, and we got Luffy being like, okay, now I finally got a chance to go up to fight Kaido, and we got this little exchange that I do find funny with Yamato when I think we all are having some I guess enjoyable moments, especially recently with Yamato for Straw Hats. Okay, I gotta be a flirt with that. Maybe I should just pick another Yamato video. Actually, I might, but never mind. Let's go back to the chapter. We got this funny exchange with Yamato. Luffy tells Shinobu, you can trust him. He's on our side. And Yamato's like, Momonosuke, I am going to protect you. I am Odan. And I just love this faithful Momo and Shinobu have where they're like, what the hell are you saying? Is this person crazy? Or something like that. I love it. And also, it makes it even better with Yamato's blushing face. Yeah, indeed. But, together, even though I like that, we gotta continue. So, after that, Luffy heads towards up the roof, and Big Mom gets off, which, people were going to be like, oh man, is Big Mom going to get amnesia because of this? No, I at least we can agree that's not happening. And Big Mom's like, the Straw Hat Crew, one after another. And Brand Beast Pirate members are like, oh man, guys, you gotta run away as fast as you can now, because you don't want to cut off with Big Mom, and pretty much just Peace Pirate members are running their ass away. and Hero Goro, I think I'm saying his name right, but what he basically says is the difference, the numbers, no, and he's like, well, Ginger said there was these dinosaurs of the flying six. If we can take them down, this fight will be easier. Especially even if we don't, we can slow them down anyway. So I mean, it would be cool for Hyogoro to take down some of the flying six, or even just I guess non-Straw Hat members. That would be really cool. So yeah, there goes for that, Hyogoro. I really hope I'm saying his name right. And we go back with Big Mom and the Straw Hats that are currently I guess around her, and she's like, "No long time, Soul King. Your crew is full of creatures that I wanted for my collection." Brooke's like, "Oh, you do have a king eye. Yo ho 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 ho!" And Frankie's like, "Oh, you're interested in my steel body since I'm a cyborg after all. Well, I won't be easy to capture since I'm strong." And we got Nami, who's like, "Stop it, Frankie. She's a Yako. You gotta get out of here." And I really do like the line that Frankie basically says. It's like, "Oh, so I should run away just because she's a Yonko?" Nami, I think you're forgetting that our captain is the man that will one day be king of the pirates. And I really do like this line where it's basically Frankie saying, "Look, just because she's a Yonko, for our captain to be, king of the pirates, we have to be able to, fight against one of these things, not to run away from it." And, I think that's what the, fan base, should be kind of recognizing more and more that, the Straw Hats can at least, do some fighting to the Yonko, but yeah, Frankie does a radical beam, charging up one, and then I don't know where we see 3 of the numbers. I think we get like a name for one of them, but I have no clue where the other 2. We got the numbers out, and interesting thing that is mentioned by Big Mom, and she's like, "Oh, it's them. I heard it's those failed experiments trying to make the ancient giant race." So that's interesting, because I think we had kind of a lot of theories about the ancient giant species and stuff, and Kaido possibly being one and whatever. But I do find it interesting that it's the numbers. They're not normal. They're experiments, which I don't know if anyone guessed that, but that's definitely interesting. And yeah, she does mention their failed experiments from Punk Hazard. Yeah, from Punk Hazard. And I mean, I guess from there it makes sense why they would have them. And I mean, with the quote unquote ancient giant race, I'm actually kind of curious what the official translation says about it, but I don't think it's been ever stated that there was an ancient giant race, even though the fan base has pretty much accepted, yeah, there used to be this, ancient giant race. It's never been mentioned by name. I know Ors was known as the ancient giant, the continental puller. So I don't know if it really meant specifically that was his race, or he was a giant from long ago or something. And even Ors Jr., I don't think he was ever named to be an ancient giant or anything. So, I definitely do find that interesting. And, I'm pretty sure this whole ancient giant thing will be expanded upon later. But, Yeah, let's continue with the chapter where Frankie notices that one of the numbers got the brachio tank, or the bottom half of the Shogun Frankie, and Frankie pretty much just shifts from focusing on Big Mom to one of the numbers, and pretty much releases his radical beam on one of the numbers, doing a radical beam attack. Pretty much knocks down one of the numbers, and after the attack, Big Mom comes from behind Frankie, and she's like, "Oh, you sure it was a good idea to show over there over me, Iron Man?" Which I really do find interesting that Big Mom calls Frankie Iron Man. I don't know what they're going to do about that in the Viz translation, but I do know that I've checked multiple translations, and both of them say Iron Man, so direct Marvel reference, but yeah, I guess that's cool to make Frankie an Iron Man. But then Jinbei comes from behind her, basically just a judo throw with his fishman karate. Whoa, don't fall down. Don't fall down. And Robin does moves, and she sprouts hands to basically roll her across until she hits like a, I don't know, a wall or building or something, and she hits Big Mom, and Robin's like, so how did I do? And Jinbei's like, you did better than I expected, even though that all that'll do, it'll make her angry. So, I mean, at least the story's acknowledging that, like, yeah, she can do a lot of damage, even if people are going to see that as, oh my god, look at all this, downplay for Big Mom, making Big Mom worse. Still want to get comments like that. Let's see. Grand Beast Pirate members are like, why is Jinbei here? And as through the interface, through the brachio tank, Frankie's contacting it. And I do like it where you got Usopp, who looks like he's like freaking dying, and then you got Frankie, who's like, are you alright? Hang in there. I'll activate the transformation. And freaking Usopp goes from to, oh my god, yes, the transformation, awesome. And yeah, so excited. Let's see. And after that, we go to the balcony where Kaido fell off, and Queen notices Luffy. He's like, straw hat, huh? And Luffy's like, looks like I just have to go to the hole in the ceiling, and I'll be able to fight Kaido. And next up, which I do kind of find is, I don't know, a little not funny, but it's like then just freaking Zoro is just there, and freaking Queen's like, where do you get there? Which it's Zoro. How did he reach there? He probably got lost. Yeah, I just like to think like Zoro was like up there for like the last, I don't know, 3 or 5 minutes, and Queen just never noticed him until Zoro's like, oh yeah, there's Luffy. And Luffy pretty much tells Zoro's like, yeah, I'm heading towards the fight Kaido. Zoro's like, well, I'll come with you. And they do Gum no rocket to fly up, and Queen transform into his Brachiosaurus. Hopefully I got the dinosaur right. I think I do. Transforming Brachiosaurus, and just basically knocks them down. And we do see this scene with both King and Queen together in both their zone forms, which I guess they had just smile users that with wings. And I do kind of find it weird that From the silhouettes, I can tell we got like just a bunch of them with their arms are replaced with wings, except for one fatso. Yeah, but Luffy and Zoro just get knocked down back to ground floor level. The Shogun Frankie is transforming, and we go with Sanji. Yes, some of you might have been wondering what happened to Sanji, and from what he says, he basically is kind of fine from that attack from King. And look, I knew I was totally right whenever that chapter came out. I was going to be like, people who are Sanji fans are, oh man, this is going to be a fight with Sanji and King's going to go from another area, or some other people are like, oh man, Sanji's like almost out of the fight. He's going to be gravely injured. So, but both of those people were wrong. Kind of. But, yeah. With the raid suit, Sanji's like, man, this raid suit even really protects me from that. I can't believe I had to resort to this. The background, someone says, they brought down number 4, or whatever the Japanese equivalent will be whenever the official translation comes out. One of them gets knocked down. Yeah, they're number 4. And then we got Hero Girl, like, with the Straw Hats. It still even feels like we're not going to lose with them. So, I mean, I've read fiction long enough to know where when someone says, it feels like there's no way we're going to lose, then, a lot of people from my hearing is like, the raid's going to fail. Because the thing I'm trying to understand is that people say that, I don't think they don't understand the fact that, this is based after a Kabuki style play, and like Act 4 and 5. They are quick. Like, to imply, like, the fact that, the raid, like, at the end of Act 3 is just the raid failing. For that would happen would be meaning that, we get another thing that happens. We would get to, the second plan incoming and everything, and that would probably take, close to another, have another act as, like, around long as Act 3. But the problem with that is with the Kabuki style play structure, Act 4 and 5, they are way shorter than whatever Act 3 is. So I definitely do. This is going to lead to a moment where shit's going to hit the fan, and it's going to look like they're down, but maybe like Marco comes in, or I really don't think, but the Straw Hat Grand Fleet might come in. I've definitely heard theories about that. I don't think that's going to happen, but Straw Hat Grand Fleet comes in, just something basically turn the tides for them. And then next page we got something that I think even I really, really liked, where all of the Straw Hats are together, and not a full page spread, but it is a page spread of all the Straw Hats. We got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Robin, Brooke, Frankie, Chopper, and Usopp. Oh, and Jinbei, all 10 members together. And yeah, man, it's a really good panel. I love it. And let's see next. Luffy's like, okay, I'm going to go up to fight Kaido. Every single one of you, you can take them out. And all the rest of the Straw Hats are like, you got it, don't worry, leave it to us, Captain. And we got, I guess, the last 2 panels, but they're really small. It's just a close-up of King and Queen in their zone forms. And that's the chapter ends. And, oh yeah, let's see. We got no week break. The usual, no week break. You know what that means, guys, right? There will be a chapter next week. There is no break. And, even after reading this chapter, I obviously knew there was no break, but, it is really kind of exciting when it's like, no break, and we got, all the Straw Hats together. How could my day get any better? And, I really did kind of make me smile and excited because, especially with the spread, I think, I mean, look, I haven't been reading the manga as probably a lot of other people. Definitely way after Fishman. I think I started a little bit around Zone or maybe the start of Totland. But, with, I guess, the Straw Hats, you gotta understand, I think the last time they really been together was, I believe, sometime during, like around the beginning of Dressrosa before, like half of the crew split. So, you still gotta worry about that. And also, I think there was something like this that happened during Fishman Island, and I think that's been like almost 10 years. So, even I can tell that's crazy. And, it gives me, I guess, nostalgic feelings about the Straw Hats finally being together. And, we got that scene with the ship. I don't think it was a full spread, but yeah, I think this is a proper introduction. Yeah. I guess another thing I should mention about the spread I do find interesting is there's no Carrot. Some people are like, who cares? Carrot's not a Straw Hat. The only reason I bring this up is the last couple of chapters, Nami and Carrot were pretty much together. I don't see Carrot at all. I do think she's still with Nami. It's just, she's not shown just for, the page spread to look so much more cooler. And another thing I would really mention is Sanji. I noticed he's not in his raid suit because, let's see, let me look a little back. He was wearing his raid suit and it looked like it was perfectly fine. But yeah, we're, back with him in his, sleek tuxedo that is supposed to be red according to the anime opening. Just, sorry if I'm taking a little drinks. Let me look. Is there anything else I should mention? I don't know. At this point, about the numbers, I don't feel that impressive. I mean, even though they're failed experiments, I do think this whole thing about the failed ancient giant race is probably going to play an important role. I don't know if, Kaido and to the extent Yamato are descendants of them, but, it might play a part. The whole thing, but the numbers, they've been basically, I guess, at this point, just, well, I wouldn't say their father. They're more like, it's kind of been like, I guess the pacifistas with, especially this chapter, it just took Frankie just to take a Rackle Beeman and knocked one down. So there's that. I guess I could mention that next chapter, probably what's going to happen is Luffy heads up, but, the Straw Hats collectively, they're going to fight against both King and Queen, which I really do think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, that is personally, that's really interesting and cool. And personally, I probably wouldn't have thought that would have happened. But yeah, both of them fighting against them. Could they defeat them? And I mean, maybe. And then we got the topic of Big Mom, who even Jinbei's like, yeah. That'll just, make her more mad to come back up. So I'm sure Big Mom's going to show her ugly face again, might, come in. And, it begs the question, could the Straw Hats collectively defeat, at least one of them? Possibly. I think it's it's definitely possible. So you, because you can't knock them down, and people, I think, just a lot of people are like, man, Zoro, there's no way he can defeat King, or there's no way Sanji can defeat Queen, because, you know, because they're they're calamities. They're essentially, the top commanders and the Beast Pirate crew. But collectively, I think they could probably maybe take them down. And I can't. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Robin and Jinbei reveal themselves. Out of being fake Beast Pirate members. Kind of took them longer than I thought, but must have been some kind of strategy. I get actually the Shogun Frankie. We haven't seen in a while. Could with Shogun Frankie maybe, because I think a lot of people just don't understand is about Shogun Frankie is, I guess this battle will help represent a bigger power system in mind, not just having Devil Fruit users and having sword style and other fighting stuff, but technology. I do believe technology will become a vital power system, and a lot of people are really kind of not recognizing that, but I kind of think about it, because you got to think about it. You got the SSG, which are stuff that'll be able to replace the warlords. So I feel like technology, especially with Frankie and I guess Sanji to an extent, that it'll show technology can have the power to rival opponents with basically, as you can say it, with powerful Hawk and Devil Fruit possibly. So there's that. Anything else? I really don't want to talk about Big Mom stuff, but yeah, that's really it for the chapter. Wonderful chapter. At least Yamato did something. Actually, what the hell happened to Ulti? Did not Yamato just knocked her out? Because wasn't like a chapter or two she was in fighting Yamato? Whatever. But yeah, can't wait to see what's up next. And I do have a feeling that next chapter, or the chapter after that, we're going to finally see like Luffy get on the roof. Like maybe next chapter we might not get these, but Luffy, might reach up the roof, but we focus on the Straw Hats down below. But Luffy goes on the roof, and I don't know, maybe some things like the battle is going downhill with all the other of the red scabbards. So it's something like that. But yeah, we're definitely going to get back to the red scabbards, which we can go back with the minks, which alone Ava, you'll be back, trust me. Let's just put you somewhere nice, like off screen. But that's what I have to say, really it. But I can't wait for next week's chapter without a break, guys. No break, amazing. Well, see you guys then. Bye. When we finally reach above the sky to fight the ultimate dragon. See ya later. I don't know if I really should be talking about this, but since I got this awesome shirt on, I'd just like to say I like Aspen Hotel, and I definitely did like the Addicted music video. That's all I really want to say, and also Aspen Hotel got picked up. It's really cool. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys really could tell, with like my freaking my t-shirt and my zip up sweater, and I guess the hat that I like Aspen Hotel. That's just whatever, and especially with this hat right here, And Share recently ordered through their, new special summer sale thing with special designs based off of, the Addicted music video. And yeah, the Addicted music video is pretty good. Can't wait to see whatever Hazbin Hotel does next. Yeah, that's really it. If you guys really want me to do a Hazbin video, I'm cool for it. Actually, maybe I should. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see that for the future. But yeah, see you guys later. I don't know. What did I say was a good end for the video or not? That is the question. Was it a good end or not?